Good morning, distinguished guests. My name is Dave Shattuck. I'm a faculty member in the Cullen College of Engineering and in the Honors College, and president of the University of Houston Faculty Senate. It's my honor to welcome you to this much anticipated event, President Couture's annual fall address. In our usual tradition, we opened the program with a brilliant performance from the internationally acclaimed Moores School of Music Concert Chorale. Under the direction of the talented and acclaimed Dr. Betsy Cook, they performed the Norwegian lullaby, Gjendenbarn, as arranged by Gunnar Eriksson. This summer, the chorale won first place in the mixed choir category of the Grieg International Choral Competition in Norway, for this performance and other medleys. Please join me in another round of applause for our award-winning choir. At the conclusion of the President's address, they will perform Freddie Mercury's "Somebody to Love" as arranged by Vince Peterson. I don't think I need to add any incentive for you to stay for that. But if you needed another incentive, let me just assure you that even though I'll be tempted, I will not sing along. In addition, please join us for a reception in the lobby after the final performance. As president of the University of Houston Faculty Senate, I am proud to represent nearly 3,000 tenured, tenure-track, instructional, clinical, and research faculty here at the University of Houston. It's my distinct pleasure to introduce President Couture as she delivers her 14th annual fall address, in which we're going to celebrate the achievements of the year before and look forward to the year ahead. So, how should I introduce President Couture? The traditional approach would be to describe her accomplishments. However, that accomplishments list is a long one. I could try a rhetorical trick and say that there's too many to mention, and then mention a few of them. It would be clever. I'm going to take a different tack, however. I'm going to talk about what I consider to be one of President Couture's great strengths. That strength is that President Couture is a masterful communicator. I've heard her speak many, many times to a wide variety of audiences. I've heard speeches to our students at our commencement ceremonies. She has an amazing knack for telling memorable stories. They're not just memorable, they also have lessons. The lessons get learned by the way the story catches your attention and imagination. I remember more than one commencement where I have thought, this is something students will remember well into their future. I've noticed how she speaks to faculty. I remember one faculty meeting when she made it clear through what she said that she understood their concerns and issues. She spoke in clear terms, using examples from her own experience as a professor. It was a masterful talk. It allowed her to make her points with impact. Along these same lines, in a speech to a group of women supporting scholarships for female students, I remember very clearly how she focused on the positive outcomes that would happen for those students because of those scholarships. She was paying attention to the donors' concerns about increasing success of women in higher education and how those concerns tied with her own personal story. I've been with her in small groups and noticed how her approach changed effectively depending on who was in the group. In these examples, I want to make clear, she was not saying what each group wanted to hear, as some have been known to do. No. Rather, she demonstrates clear, deep care for her listener and accordingly changes the ways she makes her points. She was targeting the audience she was speaking to at that time. Now, I've also heard her speak many times in these annual fall addresses. At these events, I have seen her use an approach that is consistently focused, tailored, and effective. My point here is, pay attention. You're about to hear something special. I should point out, I have received no advance copies of what she's about to say. I will be hearing it the first time along with you. I'm just telling you, I've heard her speak so often and have been so impressed by it. It may be a gift, but from my experience, any such giftedness is only a tool developed through hard work and preparation. I am certain this has not been something she does lightly. No, I'm sure she practices and crafts her talks carefully. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, it is with this sense of anticipation that I ask you to please join me in welcoming President Renu Khator to the podium to deliver her annual fall address. President Khator.
Here. Maybe I don't say anything today at all, because now you'll be judging me on my communication. Oh, that was very sweet. Well, good morning, and welcome to the annual fall address. It is my honor to gather with you today to reflect on our collective achievements. To everyone in the audience, thank you for coming, and thank you to those of you who are joining us virtually. Dr. Shattuck, thank you for that warm and gracious introduction. You are known for your passion for students, and I think you have won all the teaching awards that UH has to offer. So I know in this new role, you will be extremely instrumental in helping us achieve our next milestone. Thank you for your kind words as well. To our concert chorale, under the direction of Professor Betsy Cook Weber, it was absolutely magnificent. You were great, you were wonderful, just as usual. I am so proud to have the School of Music at the University of Houston. Please give one more hand to our concert chorale. No, we work so very hard at the University of Houston, and this is our opportunity to reflect on our collective achievements and to take a glimpse of road ahead. We have been on a path to build a powerhouse right here at the University of Houston. Now we are daring to set our sights on becoming one of the nation's top 50 public universities. But none of the dreaming would be possible without the support of our Board of Regents. The tone is set at the top, so please welcome the Honorable Tillman Fertitta, our Board Chairman. He could not join here, but he sends his regards. The Honorable Jack Moore, Board Vice Chair, is here with us. The Honorable Durga Agrawal, Board Secretary. The Honorable Doug Brooks, who sends his regards from Dallas. The Honorable Beth Madison, she's traveling internationally and probably joining us live stream. The Honorable Alonzo Cantu from the Valley, he had something come up. The Honorable John McCall is here with us. The Honorable Ricky Raven, who's on way, and our new student regent, the Honorable Edward Carizales. We also honor our late regent, the Honorable Stephen Chazen, who passed away last month. He will be sorely missed. Thank you all so very much for your unwavering support. At any given time, the UH System Board of Regents consists of 10 members, but there are many others who have generously given their time and support as board members before. May I ask our former regents to please stand. Please also welcome President Lauren Blanchard from UH Downtown, who's here with us this morning. Thank you all for taking time from your busy schedules to be with us this morning. It's very special for me and for us. While we are a globally known university that attracts students from over 170 countries, our foundation and strength are local. Our goal of embracing Houston first is bigger than the goals set by flagship universities in 37 other states because Houston's population is larger than 37 states. According to the Department of Education, Houston is served by 8 four-year institutions, four-year universities. University of Houston enrolls just about as many students as all the rest combined. With 47,000 students, University of Houston is the third largest university in the state of Texas. During its existence, the university has produced over 350,000 college graduates. Considering that the majority of our students live and work in the Houston metro area, we can take pride in saying that we are the primary engine of Houston's educated workforce. We are also the strongest university engine driving Houston's research. According to the National Science Foundation's data, UH brings in and spends more research dollars than any other university in Houston and ranks third in the state among all public and private universities. According to the data from AUTM, the leading technology transfer resource, the University of Houston also leads in technology transfer measured by income from faculty patents and ranks #1 in the state. Did you hear me? #1 in the state. Of course, it all begins with the quality and caliber of our faculty. UH is home to more members of the National Academy of Engineering than any other university in Houston, and ranks third after the state's 2 other flagships, which of course receive funding known as PUF. When it comes to the members of the National Academy of Inventors, UH ranks first in the state of Texas. University of Houston's founders dreamt of a university that provides access to all, and we have done so while building a top quality learning environment and with fewer resources than most. But now we dream even bigger for our university and on behalf of those we serve. In order to do so, we will need help. But let's hold that thought for later. And first, let's look at what and how we have done in the core areas of our mission. University of Houston is about opportunity and transformation. Opportunity to follow your dreams and the ability to transform your life and those around you. The interest in the University of Houston is stronger than it has ever been before. Over 38,000 prospective freshmen applied to the University of Houston for fall of '22, which is twice as many as just in 2010. According to bold.org, University of Houston is the third most searched university in Texas by prospective students and parents, and it ranks 12th in the nation. Our ratio of freshmen to transfer students has shifted significantly in the last few years. More and more students want to begin their journey at the University of Houston, and we anticipate that this trend will continue to climb. We are truly becoming the university of first choice. We remain committed to our mission. Our student body reflects the shifting demographics of Houston. In addition, 45% of students are the first to go to college in their family. 41% of students are from low-income families and receive a Pell Grant. It is worth noting that we serve almost twice as many low-income students as other flagships in the state. While making college more accessible is laudable, it is the success of our students in completing their degrees that is of real importance. Literature points to some barriers, and first among them is the cost of attending college, so let's talk about that. The cost of attending college is not simply tuition, which of course has gone up less than the rate of inflation at University of Houston. It is also the cost of living, transportation, books, and of course, lost wages while they're attending college. Realizing this, UH has increased its financial aid. Last year, we distributed $230 million of aid thanks to federal and state programs and our generous donors. This number does not include federal stimulus funds, which were another $55 million to our students. As you can see, we have made a concerted effort to minimize the financial burden. The average student debt at the time of graduation, which is going up nationally, has not gone up, but has actually reduced at University of Houston. This allows the students to start their career on more stable financial ground. Social mobility is a newly developed measurement. Top-performing universities on social mobility are successful in enrolling students from low socioeconomic backgrounds and helping them graduate and move up the economic ladder. The University of Houston ranks in the top 10% of universities nationwide and among the best in Texas on social mobility. Dollars spent per student is another important criterion because it includes not just instructors, but also advising, financial aid, counseling, campus activities, and so on. At the university, we have made it a priority to make student support the top budgeting item. Among all the universities that do not receive additional funding, such as PUF, we spend the most per student, thus helping students succeed. There are numerous studies to suggest that students coming from under-resourced communities, such as first-generation college students, students from low income, and African American and Hispanic students, tend to be at a higher risk of not graduating. Given our demographics, we know that unless we succeed in helping all of our students graduate, we cannot, as an institution, be successful. Our efforts are paying off. The graduation rate gap between white and Hispanic students has been cut in half from 7% at one time to 3% today. The graduation gap between white and African American students has been cut in 1/3, as well as, and it's also better at UUH than state and national averages, but it still is pretty high, and we know we have a way to go. The same gap between those who receive Pell Grants and those who do not is 1% today, down from 3% just 7 years ago. No matter what role they play at the university, our staff have been focused on supporting students. They found creative ways to support students online during the pandemic and are now finding new ways to re-engage them after we are back on campus. All services deserve our special thanks, but I would like to call out one support service today, and that is the Counseling and Psychological Services, or CAPS. Mental health is a big issue on every campus. We needed the team to step up during the pandemic, and now again as we return to normalcy. Thank you, CAPS, for your support of our university, but most importantly, our students. May I ask CAPS team to please stand for recognition. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Finally, studies show that students succeed when they are inspired by the success of those who have traveled a similar journey. In this context, we have worked hard to raise the diversity of our faculty. Right behind them are graduate students from under-resourced communities. As you can see, the university not only helps undergraduate students move up the ladder, but it is also instrumental in increasing the social mobility of our advanced degree graduates. Overall, graduate enrollment is up, but let me give a special shout out to the Cullen College of Engineering for increasing their doctoral student enrollment by 36%. Yes. When given opportunities, our students overcome barriers and outshine the competition. UH students are winning more Fulbright awards than most and traveling abroad for learning. And we keep on doing it year after year. Our undergraduate program in entrepreneurship, housed in the Sivia and Melvin Wolf Center of Entrepreneurship in the Bauer College of Business, has been ranked #1 in the nation for several years, but particularly for last 3 years, #1 in a row. 20 graduate programs are also ranked among the top in the nation, and they range from law center to engineering to education, class, and business. Well, they are also among the best. We have programs in pharmacy and social work. So congratulations to you all for keep lifting our programs. As a research university, our equally important mission is to enhance the intellectual capital of society. It is done through research and discovery and measured by publications and performances that are cited by other researchers around the globe. 3 of our researchers are among the world's most cited names: Dr. Zhifeng Ren, Zhu Han, and Shuo Chen. May I ask you to please stand? What a fabulous recognition here. Would you please stand? Thank you. Thank you. Another measure is the external funding received to support the work that our researchers are conducting. Our reported research expenditures for this year are $250 million, which puts us as the #1 university in Houston and #3 in the state of Texas for research. With the 2022 edition of the Center for Building Reliable Advances and Innovations in Neurotechnology, or the center called as BRAIN, UH is now home to 9 national research centers, 7 of which were added in the last 7 years alone. Our researchers are involved in cutting-edge, impactful, and timely research. I am simply blown away every time I learn of what their work could mean for our future. For example, breast cancer is the 2nd most common cancer among women. Professor Meghna Trivedi and her colleagues from the College of Pharmacy have discovered a protein that is related to breast cancer stimulated by estrogen. This revelation can lead to improved treatment for 80% of breast cancers. This discovery alone could change and save the lives of thousands of women in coming years. Worried about climate change and rapidly melting glaciers? Dr. Pietro Mulillo from the Cullen College of Engineering is now able to monitor glaciers with unparalleled clarity. We have not seen this clarity ever before. Lithium is a precious resource used in rechargeable batteries, like in your phones, laptops, electric vehicles, and so on. However, 80% of lithium is controlled by China, and it is projected to be in short supply very soon. Can we find a new source for lithium? Dr. Kyung-jae Lee from Petroleum Engineering thinks that it can be produced from petroleum-based rock brine. It can truly change the way we think and do business. It should come as no surprise that our faculty are winning national awards for their wonderful work. While we have grown the members of the National Academies of Engineering, Sciences, and Medicine, it is particularly noteworthy that we are also growing our own faculty to that coveted recognition. This year's honorees included Dr. Pradeep Sharma from the Cullen College of Engineering, who was elected to the National Academy of Engineering. If you remember, last year, he won one of the most prestigious national awards, the Guggenheim Fellowship, and I announce it right here. Dr. Sharma, would you please stand and be recognized? Another professor, Dr. Leon Thompson from the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics also became a member of the National Academy of Engineering. From NSM, became a member of the National Academy of Engineering. If you need proof how interdisciplinary we are, you have it. Dr. Thompson, would you please stand and be recognized? With the addition of these two illustrious faculty, our total number of Academy members is an impressive 21. Only 3 of them were here when I came to the university. I'm very proud of our faculty. We have another Guggenheim winner this year, Professor Kelly Anderson Staley from the Catherine G. McGovern College of the Arts. Professor Anderson Staley's work is featured in the Smithsonian National Portrait Gallery, the Library of Congress, and of course, our own Museum of Fine Arts. Professor Anderson Staley, will you please stand? And Professor Staley also is a fabulous work, of course, I've seen it, but also she has an incredible personal story. I'll just mesmerize you over lunch if you ever take her to lunch. 2 of our professors were named Fellows of the National Academy of Inventors. 6 professors were honored as senior members of the Academy of Inventors. And this recognition is for producing technologies that have brought or aspire to bring real impact on the welfare of society. If any of you members or senior members, newly inducted, newly promoted there, are in the audience, would you please stand so we can recognize you? Let's turn to facilities now. This year has been truly exciting. We opened 2 major building projects. This is the new signature building for our Tillman J. Fertitta Family College of Medicine, and it is in the Life Sciences Complex across the bayou. The building is surrounded by beautiful trees and includes meditation rooms on every floor for added benefit. As a fun fact, it is furnished with wood from the trees that had to be taken down during construction. Another iconic building is the new home of the UH Law Center. The John O. Quinn Law Building is equipped with modern learning spaces, a courtroom, and of course, meditation rooms. As a fun fact, this building was designed by an all-female architect team. The next project to complete will be the new tower of the Conrad N. Hilton College of Global Hospitality Leadership. This expansion will raise the size from 80 beds to 150 beds, and with this expansion, the college can not only train students for larger scale operations, but it will also be able to accommodate larger academic conferences, Parents' Day, and Game Day festivities right here on campus. Finally, the Judy Cook Building in 3rd Ward will house the College of Education's ACES Institute. This institute focuses on connecting our students and faculty with 3rd Ward community partners to help improve residents' quality of life. The building will open very soon. Several new building projects are in the design or programming phase. At the core of the campus will be the Innovation Hub. This 70,000 square foot high-tech complex is set to open in fall of 2025. And it will house a makerspace, entrepreneurship center, the Energy Transition Institute, innovation programs, and faculty labs. A brand new 42,000 square foot food hall featuring cuisine from budding chefs will open next fall. It will be located on top of the hill where the old Student Center satellite used to be. The Hobby School of Public Affairs' new home is in the programming stage. The new 60,000 square foot building will offer state-of-the-art teaching and collaborative spaces for students, faculty, and staff. A new academic building housing technology programs in Sugar Land is in the planning phase and should break ground coming summer. Finally, a new research and education building is in the programming phase in TMC 3 of the Texas Medical Center. Several other major renovation projects are also underway. Our existing building in TMC is being renovated to house the new UH Population Health Initiative. The core renovation project, which included major renovations of 6 buildings, is halfway finished, with McElhaney renovations set to be completed next year. University of Houston was founded to embrace and uplift the community, and we take this responsibility very, very seriously. All of our faculty are assigned a small portion of their time for service. Most of our staff are engaged in community service projects. Many of our students directly engage in community service project as a part of their coursework. And I want you to know that if you have participated in any of this, you are making a difference. Take this example. In 2016, we started a comprehensive Third Ward initiative. One of the pillars of this initiative was to partner with 6 neighborhood schools to help them improve. When we partnered with them, all of these schools were in the needs improvement category for 2 straight years, meaning that they were below average and with a failing rating. This year, with the exception of one school that was exempt from the Texas Education Agency, or TEA's rating, all of the other schools received a passing rating of C or better, with 1 receiving a B, and guess what? 2 receiving A's. We offer our congratulations to the leadership of these schools and thank them for allowing the University of Houston to be a small part of their successful journey. Let's give applause to this great project. Thank you. Another unit worthy of your applause is Arte Publico Press, the oldest and most accomplished publisher of contemporary and recovered literature by U.S. Hispanic authors. This year is the 40th anniversary of Arte Publico Press. Please give a big hand to its founder and dreamer, Dr. Nicholas Canelos, and Arte Publico for giving voice to the Hispanic community throughout the United States and the world. Big hand. Coming out of a deadly pandemic, we realized the value of healthcare for all, but particularly for those without access to healthcare. Kudos to the College of Nursing for opening up a nurse-managed clinic to treat people experiencing homelessness, and the clinic in Midtown. This is the latest addition to the long list of outreach already being done by several of the colleges, including the Graduate College of Social Work, College of Pharmacy, and College of Optometry. Also, College of Medicine. None of our dreams can turn into reality without the support of our generous donors and alumni who continue to give their time and wealth to support our mission. This year, we broke our annual fundraising record and raised $181 million. This is the highest level of annual fundraising ever achieved in the university's history. You can see now my goal should be $200 million. The university is transforming because more and more donors are making transformational gifts of $1 million or more. Their gifts will make an impact for generations to come. We are extremely grateful to our board chairman, the Honorable Tillman Fertitta, for making a $50 million gift to the newly named Tillman J. Fertitta Family College of Medicine. The Fertitta family has long been committed to helping Houston, and it was their passion to reduce health disparities in our city that led to this naming gift. Courtesy of the global energy group Shell, we received a $10 million gift to launch the UH Energy Transition Institute. Shell USA and Shell Global Solutions were impressed to see the depth and breadth of talent at the University of Houston and saw us as a fitting partner in helping Houston redefine its future as the energy capital of the world. Thanks to the generosity of an anonymous donor who gave $50 million and challenged us to raise another $50 million, that now we have a $100 million fund for the Aspire Faculty Recruitment Program. This fund enabled us to bring 17 endowed chairs and professors to the university thus far. At the conclusion of this program, we would have added 40 researchers to our already talented faculty base, allowing the universities to soar higher and higher in coming years. On March 7th, the University of Houston's birthday, more than 22,000 people made a gift for UH Giving Day, totaling $3.3 million. And this was to support various programs. I know everyone in the audience made a gift, so thank you for your generosity. Our proudest legacy, our alumni, are in the world shining a bright light on their alma mater. This year, Forbes listed 4 of our alumni on their 30 under 30 list. As you can see, they come from a wide variety of fields, from writing to sports tech to jewelry to community advocacy. We survey to gauge the opinion of UH alumni. The results of the 2005 and 2022 surveys show that our alumni have always felt good about the university. 99% of them reported having a positive perception of the university, whether excellent, good, or fair, in 2005 and also again in 2022. What is fascinating, though, is the dramatic shift from those just feeling good about the university to now feeling excellent about it. A real story of good to great. So thank you to your effort. All of the alumni, we are very proud of you, and the Alumni Board Chairman, Wayne Luckett, is here today. If I can just also recognize Wayne, please. I know you're somewhere here. Thank you. Thank you. There. Thank you. Excellence, excitement, and anticipation. These 3 words can sum up UH athletics. It has been 6 months, but I cannot forget the day when the Cougars defeated the Arizona Wildcats and found their rightful place among the Elite 8 in college basketball. The destination was sweet, but the journey of getting to the destination, despite all the injuries and barriers, was even sweeter. This year, the NCAA Final Four will be played in Houston. So anticipate an exciting season as Cougars display their excellent athleticism in hope of competing on their home turf. The women's swimming and diving team won the conference championship yet again. Their 6th straight championship. Wow, congratulations. Men are not to be left behind. Winning its 7th straight championship is our men's indoor track and field team. So let's give them applause too. Houston Cougar football finished last season by defeating Auburn near their home in Alabama, winning the Birmingham Bowl. The team started this season with a heart-throbbing win at UTSA and defeated Rice for the 7th consecutive season to retain the Bayou Bucket Trophy. You can see that I don't keep a score, right? We have struggled this year, but if the 4th quarter of the last game against Memphis on Friday is any indication, this is a team full of talent and a team that does not quit. I'm proud of our team. Talk about anticipation. In 10 months, we will be a part of Big 12, and will play host to many formidable opponents at TDECU Stadium. Big 12 is an athletic conference, but its impact on UH is far beyond the boundaries of athletics. The new conference will give us a new academic group of peers, which means new possibilities, educational and research-wide, to expand our horizons in all directions. So get ready to move into the new era, Cougars. While we have accomplished a lot, much more remains to be done. Let me highlight our challenges, which then form our priorities for next year. First and foremost, we have to double down on student success and increase our 6-year graduation rate. While we are better than state and national averages, but who wants to be just average? We need to go beyond in order to be a top 50 public university. You can see that's our goal, and we have to get it as quickly as possible. The goal is to achieve 70% graduation rate. Graduation is important, but equally important is the skill set that students are graduating with. What can we do for our student that gives them a competitive advantage? That is uniquely Houston, that takes advantage of the vibrant economy around us. Let's imagine together a scenario where every student has a chance to, or perhaps is required to, complete at least a semester of internship before graduating. A scenario where a student dreaming of starting her own business can get an internship to be exposed to Houston's innovation ecosystem now. Or someone who plans to run a nonprofit one day be placed in a similar organization today. We do thousands of internships, but not everybody at this point. Let's take this challenge and at least explore the possibility of making this happen. If we want to fulfill our obligation to the city and the state, we also need to double our research output. University of Houston is capable of attracting 3 to 4 times as much federal dollars to our city than what we currently do. But to do so, we have to take our infrastructure and faculty strength to the next level. Our goal is to increase our NSF-reported research expenditures to $400 million per year. To do so, over the next 5 years, we need to invest $300 million to recruit researchers and build shared facilities. We are requesting the Texas legislature to invest in the University of Houston in the same manner that they have invested in building a state's 2 other flagships through the Permanent University Fund, or PUF. Please support me and your government relations team in making our case during the next legislative session. During this past year, we have launched 3 new university-wide initiatives: UH Population Health, Energy Transition Institute, and UH Innovation. These new platforms are designed to enhance your capacity to train students in areas that are cutting edge and to conduct research that is solving today's complex problems. I hope we will take advantage of these new initiatives in coming years. Our campus in Sugar Land is growing. I think the next phase of evolution there is to form public-private partnerships and build out the campus to accelerate our academic and research footprint in Fort Bend County. We have engaged professional expertise to evaluate this possibility for us, so you will see some things moving in coming years. In anticipation of growth on the KT campus, we have requested the state legislature to fund another academic building in KT. I look forward to seeing more robust offerings to complement the offerings currently by UH Victoria and Houston Community College to serve that region. Next year, in 2023, we will join the Big 12 Conference. It will be easy to play in the new conference, but winning there will take some work. The $150 million Houston Rise campaign for athletics is a step in the winning direction. At the front and center of the campaign is the Football Operations Center, which we need to build and build it very quickly. The campaign also enhances support for student athletes as we start to welcome new teams Texas teams to TDECU, we can expect bigger crowds. Therefore, fan experience will also be our focus in the coming years. 2027 makes a very important milestone in University of Houston's history. It is the university's 100th birthday and our opportunity to celebrate the mission, history, and traditions that have sustained us for a century. We have big plans for the Centennial, including a Centennial Plaza right at the heart of the campus. I am setting up 3 task forces this fall to begin the process. 1, an academic task force headed by Interim Provost McPherson to bring forward ideas for speakers, seminars, and discourses. 2, a physical campus task force headed by Senior Vice President Raymond Bartlett to work on ideas to enhance our physical campus. 3, a celebration and events task force headed by Vice Presidents Alois Bryce to plan a year-long series of festivities, whether existing and new, to commemorate this very important milestone. If you're interested in being a part of any of these task forces, please send me an email or the task force chairs so that we can include you in the process. While speaking at a public event, I mentioned all of these goals, and someone asked, "Will you ever say it's time to rest?" And I'm sure you might be saying the same thing right now. Rest, I replied. How can we rest when the force of momentum is behind us? When our own energy is pushing us forward, when the stars are aligned, and when the timing is right? It is a privilege to be on an upward trajectory. But when we are moving upwards and climbing the hill, every step of that climb seems harder than the last one. Every step gives us 2 choices. Either we look back and say, wow, how far we have come, maybe we can stop. Or we look forward and say, how close we are to the top, let's keep moving forward. We have had a tough 2 years as we face the pandemic. Every unit I know has faced internal challenges. And together as an institution, we have faced external challenges, which include inflation, lack of re-engagement, tight talent pool, lack of resources, mental health, and so on. However, let's think about it. We are a university. Our mission is future-oriented. Our mission is to build a brighter future by training the next generation. Despite all the rhetoric that you hear and listen to, I can assure you that we, as educators, are more needed today than ever before. So I urge you to keep your passion alive and remain committed. You are our force, our energy. Make sure that you're taking care of your own health, physical and mental, because we are not stopping. We are moving forward. Our mission is yet to be fulfilled, our vision is yet to be realized, and our best days are yet to come. Thank you to each and every one of you for what you do. I appreciate you. Go Cougs!
somebody, can somebody, can somebody, can somebody, can somebody? I work hard every day of my life. I work till I ache my bones. At the end of the day, I take all my hard-earned pay all on my own. I get down on my knees and I start to pray, and the tears run down from my eyes. Anybody find me somebody to love every day. I try, but everyone wants to put me down. They say I'm going crazy. They say I've got water in my brain. Got no common sense. I got nobody left to believe. Got no feel, I got no rhythm. I just keep losing my beat. I'm okay, I'm alright. Ain't got face, no defeat. I just gotta get out of this prison cell. One day I'm gonna be free. Lord, UH, the home of the Cougars, 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 Houston, Houston, Cougars.